Imagine standing at the edge of a vast forest. The path before you shrouded in mist. Each step into the unknown is a step into the realm of fear. But what if I told you that within this very fear lies the seed of your greatest strength, waiting to be nurtured? This isn't just a journey through the forest. It's a journey within, guided by the wisdom of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who mastered the art of transforming fear into a source of courage. Epictetus, born a slave, rose to become one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, teaching that the foundation of all philosophy is self-knowledge, and that the key to freedom lies not in changing the world around us, but in changing how we perceive it. Today, we delve into his teachings to uncover 7 tactics for overcoming fear, each a stepping stone towards a life of courage and inner freedom. As we embark on this journey, let's draw not only from the deep wells of Stoic philosophy, but also from the vast universe of physics, finding parallels that bring ancient wisdom and modern science into a harmonious dialogue. For in the laws that govern the stars, we may find the same principles that can guide us through our darkest fears. Fear, a complex emotion that can both paralyze and protect us, is not rooted in the external world, but in our perceptions and judgments of it. Epictetus taught that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This profound insight reveals that our fears, no matter how towering they may seem, are ultimately under our control. In the realm of physics, we find a parallel in the principle of energy conservation, which states that energy in a closed system is neither created nor destroyed, but transformed from one form to another. Similarly, the energy of our emotions, including fear, can be transformed. Rather than allowing fear to deplete us, we can learn to convert it into a force for growth and action. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, echoes this sentiment: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Just as energy conservation teaches us the potential for transformation within physical systems, Stoicism teaches us the potential for emotional and psychological transformation within ourselves. First tactic: differentiate between what is and isn't in your control. A cornerstone of Stoic wisdom is the dichotomy of control, the understanding that some things are within our control, while others are not. Our thoughts, perceptions, and actions are ours to command, but the external world, including the actions of others and outcomes, often lies beyond our reach. This principle resonates with the Heisenberg uncertainty principle in physics, which posits that it is impossible to simultaneously know both the position and velocity of a particle with absolute precision. The more precisely one is known, the less precisely the other can be known. This uncertainty reminds us of the limits of our control and knowledge, urging us to focus our energy and attention on what we can truly influence. Actionable step: begin by identifying areas in your life where fear arises due to factors outside your control. Practice consciously releasing your hold on these external outcomes, focusing instead on your internal response and actions. This practice not only alleviates anxiety, but also empowers you to take constructive action where it counts. Epictetus famously stated, "Difficulties are things that show a person what they are." This perspective encourages us to view obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as invaluable opportunities to demonstrate our courage and grow stronger. Just as a seed must break through the soil to bask in the sunlight, we too must overcome challenges to reach our fullest potential. In physics, this concept finds a parallel in the principle of potential energy, which is the energy held by an object because of its position relative to other objects. A rock perched on a hill has potential energy because of its position. When it rolls down, this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, energy in motion. Similarly, the obstacles we face are packed with potential energy. Potential for growth, learning, and transformation. When we confront our fears and move through obstacles, we convert our potential into kinetic energy, propelling us forward in our personal development. Actionable step: identify a current obstacle in your life that you've been avoiding out of fear. Reflect on the potential growth or learning that could come from facing this obstacle head on. Take one small, actionable step towards addressing this challenge, viewing it as an opportunity to convert your potential into kinetic energy. Third tactic: visualize the worst case scenario. One of the most powerful exercises in Stoicism is the practice of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By contemplating the worst case scenarios, we demystify our fears, reducing their power over us. This practice not only prepares us for potential hardships, but also helps us realize that we can handle more than we think. This tactic is reminiscent of the concept of entropy in thermodynamics, a measure of disorder or randomness in a system. The second law of thermodynamics states that entropy in an isolated system always increases over time. Life, in its essence, moves towards disorder. By acknowledging and preparing for this natural progression, we can reduce the fear of the unknown and unexpected. Just as understanding entropy allows scientists to predict and manage change in physical systems, visualizing the worst case scenarios allows us to manage our fear of the future. Actionable step: take a moment to consider a fear you're currently facing. Spend some time visualizing the worst case outcome in detail. Then, ask yourself, how would I cope? What steps would I take to rebuild or recover? This process not only reduces the fear of the unknown, but also empowers you with a plan, no matter the outcome. Fourth tactic: practice gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking or fear to what is present and valued. Epictetus urged his students to cherish what they have, saying, "Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the hoped." Four things. In the face of fear, focusing on gratitude can ground us, reminding us of our strength and the abundance in our lives. The law of conservation of energy in physics teaches us that energy is neither created nor destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. Gratitude acts as a catalyst for transforming our internal energy from fear and longing to appreciation and contentment. By focusing on what we are thankful for, we conserve our emotional energy, redirecting it towards positive growth and resilience. Actionable step: start a gratitude journal. Dedicating a few minutes each day to write down 3 things you're grateful for. These can be as simple as a sunny day, a friend's support, or a personal achievement. This practice helps shift your focus away from fear and towards the abundance present in your life. Fifth tactic: use fear as a guide. Fear, while often seen as an adversary, can also serve as a powerful guide, pointing us toward areas in our life that require attention or transformation. Epictetus teaches us to use our emotional responses as indicators of where our beliefs and judgments may be misaligned with the reality of our control. He prompts us to question, is this something that is, or is not, in my control? Thus, fear can reveal our attachments to things outside our control and guide us towards greater internal freedom and resilience. This concept finds a parallel in the physics principle of action and reaction. Newton's third law, which states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Just as physical forces are indicators of interactions between objects, our fears can indicate areas of personal growth and opportunities for action. They push us to engage with our challenges, prompting a reaction that leads to personal development and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Actionable step: reflect on a fear that has been persistent in your life. Ask yourself what this fear is trying to teach you. What is it that you're holding onto too tightly? Use this insight to formulate a plan that addresses the underlying issue, turning your fear into a catalyst for action and growth. Sixth tactic: cultivate mindfulness and presence. Stoicism and physics alike teach us the importance of being fully present. Epictetus emphasized living in the present moment, focusing on what is directly in front of us, and letting go of worries about the past or future. This mindfulness reduces the power fear has over us by anchoring us in the reality of the present, where most of our fears are not immediate threats. In physics, the concept of time dilation in relativity theory illustrates that time is not a fixed entity but can vary depending on the observer's speed relative to the speed of light. This reminds us that our perception of time and, by extension, our fears about past or future events are relative and can be managed by focusing on the present. Being fully present allows us to conserve our energy for the here and now, rather than dissipating it across hypothetical timelines. Actionable step: practice mindfulness through daily meditation, focusing on your breath or a mantra. Whenever you find your mind wandering to fears of the past or future, gently bring your focus back to the present moment. This practice not only reduces anxiety but also enhances your appreciation for the richness of the present. Seventh tactic: build a community of support. The Stoics understood the value of community and the support it provides in facing life's challenges, including our fears. Epictetus, while emphasizing personal responsibility and the importance of self-control, also acknowledged the strength that comes from shared wisdom and mutual support. Building a community of support provides a foundation from which we can draw courage, find inspiration, and share our own strengths in return. This principle is mirrored in the physics of gravitational force, which holds that every mass exerts an attraction on every other mass. The more massive an object, the stronger its gravitational pull. Similarly, the collective strength of a supportive community has a powerful pull, drawing us towards our better selves and providing a stabilizing force when we confront our fears. Actionable step: actively seek out communities that align with your values and goals, whether online or in person. Participate in discussions, offer your support to others, and be open to receiving support. This mutual exchange fosters a sense of belonging and strength, empowering you to face your fears with the backing of a supportive network. As we conclude our journey through overcoming fear, Epictetus' 7 Tactics for Courage, Stoicism, we find ourselves equipped with a deeper understanding of how to transform fear into a source of strength and wisdom. By applying these Stoic tactics, complemented by the fascinating insights from physics, We learn not just to endure fear, but to use it as a tool for growth, presence, and connection. The path to overcoming fear is both a personal and a shared journey, reflecting the interplay between our internal landscapes and the external universe. As you apply these tactics in your daily life, remember that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. It's a practice, a commitment to facing the unknown with an open heart and a curious mind. We invite you to share your experiences with overcoming fear and cultivating courage in the comments below. Which tactic resonated with you the most? How have you seen these principles at work in your own life? Your stories inspire us all to continue growing, learning, and supporting each other in our collective journey towards courage. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might find it helpful. Together, let's build a community of courage, grounded in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and the boundless wonder of the physical universe.